3, 2, 1. I've been doing YouTube videos since the end of COVID. I'll never forget when it started. That's a story within itself, but I won't go there today. I was just out doing a walk. I'm on a mini staycation and just kind of hanging out, and got up a little early to get a walk in. And as I was walking, I had a few occurrences that happened. One was a pretty deep, long, and intense conversation, but the other was something that brought me to why I'm here right now and why I'm recording this particular video. I know it's noise in the background, and I hope and pray that the noise does not drown out the message that I believe I'm about to express. As much as I appreciate sharing who I am and what it is I do, my goal is never for any of my material to do what they call go viral. But if it does, so be it. But this video is coming from my heart, and I pray to God that the right person hears and sees this. And I hear a lot of other YouTubers, they say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but here you go. Well, actually, not only do I need to hear it again, but I need to say it. While I was out walking, and I'm now finishing up like the last 20 minutes of a 2-hour walk, but I stopped because I just didn't want to keep letting this go on. But I saw a guy run past me on my way up, and I saw him run past me again on the way down. And although I like to run sometimes, but today I wanted to do a power walk, and I looked at him when he came back the second time, and I caught myself going, saying something under my breath. And I realized that this guy was doing what it is that I probably should have been doing, or that I wanted to do. And I found myself not necessarily being jealous, but it kind of touched me in some kind of way. Somebody was actually moving and shaking the way that I actually do sometimes. And although my walks are usually 90 minutes, I ended up doing 2 hours, and I'm stopping, on the other side of 90 minutes now. I was doing what I do, and I'm content with what I was doing. But I saw someone else doing something that I probably should have been doing, or that I wanted to do, and it sparked a little envy inside of me. And as much as I don't want to say that I'm jealous or envious, when I saw that, it did something. And I thought about it. You don't have to hate on that man because he's out here doing his thing. Either continuing doing your thing, or you could start running right now if you want to. But don't hate on him. Don't talk about him. Don't try to find something about him that justifies how you feel so that you can put a little shade or rain on his parade. With that being said, I want to talk about what's on my heart and what's on my mind. I don't know who you are or what you do, but if you've struggled at all and you have reached a goal and you have confidence in who you are, confidence is often mistaken as arrogance. And don't get me wrong, some people can be arrogant. I'll go ahead and admit it for the sake of, talk. Okay, maybe I'm arrogant, whatever. But I will say, I do know that with struggles I've had, with some of the challenges I've faced and have overcome, they have not only built confidence in me, but they've built a type of steadfast in me that it's not easy to allow anyone to just say anything to me. So when I hear people talking, the natural insecurity in who I am will rise up, and I will find me or myself defending myself. I'll over-explain. I'll try to say, well, no, I didn't say that. Well, no, that's not what I mean, or you're taking it out of context. And when people see you or hear you doing something that is a reflection of themselves, they will find a way to rain on your parade, just like I did on that guy. There was nobody around for me to talk to but you guys now. But in my heart, I kind of wanted them to trip on a rock a little bit. But why? Why is that in me? Is it the same way with Cain and Abel? I guess it's who we are, and that's why we have to continue to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. With that being said, I just want to encourage myself first and hopefully you will get a message in what it is I'm saying. Be proud, not necessarily prideful. Be confident in your goals and who you are. And when you know that you know that you have overcome some of the obstacles and you have achieved some of the goals that were set in front of you, and you have that confidence, don't let what someone say rain on your parade. I found myself after completing my book, and as my mother would say, that's how the enemy is. Soon as I accomplished something that took me almost 5 years to do, that's when lately I've been getting a little chatter in the background of people giving me their thoughts and their opinion about either my arrogance or my confidence or just what it is that they see. Again, I do walk tall. I am 6'1". I'm just under 300 pounds. I can do 500 push-ups in 24 minutes. I've done it before. And I just walked. I didn't look at the mileage yet, but I'm in a 2-hour walk. So I'm strong. And I realize that I'm powerful. And to small, weak, and people who are just not confident themselves and people who are miserable, that kind of drive it creates envy, I guess. The nerve of me to think that someone is jealous of me or envious of me. But I have no other words to call it, because as much as I want to be, I don't know, perfect, I'm not. But I strive every day to be the best that I can. And I want to get to my message because this has got to be under 10 minutes. When people start talking and giving their personal opinion about your achievement or the person you have built, it's easy to be distracted and to find yourself feeling bad and or defending yourself. What someone's say about you, or as Les Brown would say, someone's opinion about you does not have to be your reality. You know who you are. You know the work you've put in. You know the struggles. You know the tears. You know the disappointment, the rejection. You know the betrayal. You know what you've been through, even from those people who will talk about you. My final words in this message is be careful about what you listen to and how you allow it to affect you when it comes from people who are not doing what it is that they even want to do. You have to be careful, and that's just what's on my heart and my mind. Perhaps some therapists will say, oh, he's got problems and he's got struggles. Let me say it before you do. Yes, I have scars. Yes, I've had things and people and situations that have caused me some pain, and it has created the person that I am. And the truth is, I'm okay with who I am. Am I perfect? No, but I'm okay with who I am. And I believe bright things are ahead for me, and I'm excited about those things. And you know who you are. You know who my closest friends and family are. You know the communications, the conversations that we've had lately. I want you to know that I hold no grudges, and I ain't mad, I ain't upset, and I don't hate you. But your opinion of my confidence does not have to be my reality. If I've hurt you, if I've harmed you, if I've disappointed you by not conforming to what you think I should be and how I should be, I'm not even going to say I'm sorry. I'll just say, okay, maybe the next time I'll hear you better and I'll be able to listen a little differently. But with that being said, I'm going to move on. Excited about what the future has, especially with the release of my book. Maybe I'll call this a book promotion. I wasn't going to do a big promotion, but okay, here we are again, trying to do what it is that I do. I believe that getting everything out of me that I got out of me for the past 5 years is a milestone. And I'm not surprised that after coming out of that wilderness that I am tempted by what someone has to say. But with that being said, I'm going to say it is written that even I don't live by words alone. I'm going to continue to focus on bettering myself, achieving my goals, and doing the best I can. Thank you for the input. Thank you for even the criticism, the advice, and all the information. I will use it to the best of my ability, but I will not be stifled by your personal opinion about what you think I should be and how you think I should be. With that being said, I'm going to move on. I'm going to finish my walk, and I just can't go. I stopped at this location because it's so cool. This is a little river behind me. I just want to show you this. And I'm going to sit here and meditate for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to stretch a little bit, and then I'm going to finish my walk. Maybe I'll run. That's what I'll do. I'll finish the rest of my workout with a run, so I don't have to be envious of whoever that guy was who was getting his thing in. With that being said, find someone you need to say I love you to. Don't just say it. Show it. Mean it. Let it be true. Till the next time. Ciao. Thanks again.